We're here at Crazy Ottos on Avenue I in the city of Lancaster, where the city of Lancaster is about to launch its new Lancaster Choice Energy. Lancaster Choice Energy is the outgrowth of a vision that Mayor Paris had for net zero, for a renewable energy future, for not just Lancaster, the whole world. And it sounded pretty audacious a while back. It doesn't sound near as audacious right now. But Mayor Paris is the driving force that led us to this, and he keeps driving us towards greater heights. It's a pleasure to work with the mayor on this, as I know you all feel the same way. Please give him a hand.
You know, last summer my mother was telling me about a friend of hers who in 115-degree weather wouldn't turn on her air conditioner. And, you know, it's like a slap in the face when I hear stories like that, you know, how much people pay for power is a huge factor in how well they live. And the reason my mother was telling me the story is that 115 degrees when you're in your 80s, that's life-threatening. But that was the choice she was making because of the cost of electricity. And what we've done in Lancaster now is created a choice. If you do nothing, we're going to lower your electric bill. But you have the choice of opting out and staying married to Edison. Maybe somebody will do that. The businesses even get a better break, which translates into less pressure on businesses that, as we know, are just razor-thin profit margins now. And also, along with that, for another $10 a month, you can opt to be 100% renewable. And to a lot of people, that's a big deal. It was a big deal to me. I'm proud of the fact that I was the first one to check the box. That's just huge. And but we have major businesses like Hunter Dodge who've checked the box. Every kilowatt, every watt of power they use is 100% renewable. That has to make you feel good. And interestingly enough, you can't do this anywhere else. Not anywhere else, only in Lancaster. Now, hopefully that's going to change and it's going to be the model for the country. But right now, today, we're the only ones that are able to do this. And I think that's huge. Thank you.
When you're in business, you often find yourself with very difficult decisions, balancing one priority versus another and how you invest your resources. So when we were approached with the opportunity to join the Energy Choice Program, we felt that it was similar to being asking us if we would like bread and cheese for our cheese sandwich. And probably one of the easiest decisions that we've ever made in business. My brother and I both believe that we have a duty, in fact an obligation, to do what we can, and that means all of us to conserve our resources, our natural resources. But there's only so much you can do as an individual. You can put in solar, which we've done, you can retrofit lighting, you can do a lot of things to change, but even when on those days when our solar system is producing 100% of the electricity we're using during the day, at night we're still consuming energy. So to be given the opportunity and the choice to be able to say, okay, even during those times, 100% of the energy that we use is going to be from renewable resources, it was the easiest decision that we've been able to make. And you can't do that on your own. It requires somebody else to help you out. And fortunately, in the city of Lancaster, and maybe unfortunately for you, we've grown very accustomed as business people to Lancaster entering into partnership with us to make life easier and better for all of us, so that the decisions that we make help to benefit the entire city. So, easiest decision we've made. I appreciate the choice, and I think that that's the main thing that I'd like to highlight, that you can do what you want, and there's no other place that you can do that. City of Lancaster is a great place to do business, and just thank you for letting us have the opportunity to join this program.
One of the things that I appreciate City of Lancaster is the true team and spirit of camaraderie we have, where we work as a team and our job is to get the job done and not worry about who does it what. You all bring to the table what you can and you step back when someone else is more capable to do that, and that's how we get things done. I give a tremendous amount of credit to our team. But I give especially a great deal of gratitude to our Deputy City Manager, Jason Cottle. He's one of the brightest people I've worked with, one of the most innovative people, and is able to work with everyone to get the job done. We're lucky to have Jason, and it's a pleasure to introduce him.
Crazy Ottos chose to be an early adopter. They are one of our first supporters, so to speak, and one of our first customers. The other reason is that this is a story of choice, right? This isn't a story of big business. This isn't a story of tree huggers wanting to go green. This is a story of choice, right? Through the actions the City Council's made and the mayor has led, Crazy Ottos has a choice of where they get their power. They have a choice of the type of power they get. Every resident will have a choice of how their power, where their power comes from, how their power gets there, the price that they choose for that power. And this is unique only to Lancaster in Southern California. The city of Lancaster is the first city in the state to implement community choice aggregation on its own. We're also the first city in Southern California Edison territory to do it on our own. And what this says is that we are the first of many as it results to our proof of concept to show that it works will prove to all citizens in the Southern California region that they can have choice too. As we bark down this journey, we're providing two options early. One is going to be our Clear Choice, which is a 35% renewable product, and it starts out as a more affordable product in Southern California Edison. Our second choice is an opt-up program for 100% renewable, which for residents will cost them just $10 extra a month. So picture that. You can be 100% green. You can tell your friends, you can tell your family that you're saving the planet for just $10 extra a month. That's huge. And again, we're the only city in Southern California that can say this. The best part about this is this choice doesn't sacrifice reliability. We will still continue to see the same level of benefits, the same level of reliability that the hardworking people of Southern California Edison provide us. This is a partnership. Edison, when a windstorm comes through and some of our poles get knocked down, Edison employees will be there to pick it up. When you get your bill, it'll come from Southern California Edison. It will be seamless. When you get your meter read, employees of Southern California Edison will be doing this. This is a partnership that allows choice in this marketplace. The other benefit is to become a member is simple. Do nothing. If you want to be a member and you want to save money and you want to buy a greener product, simply do nothing. Come October, you will become a member of Lancaster Choice Energy automatically. I can tell you it's a proud day today. And as we talked to staff Friday, we were sitting there and Kathy came into the office and says, we sold our first kilowatt today. And it was a very anticlimactic moment, frankly. We've been working on this for 3 years, and it was one of those moments where as a deputy city manager and as a professional in this industry, where you take pride in the moment. At the same token, you know there's a lot of work ahead of us. But let me quickly introduce our staff who's worked this and put this together. Kathy Wells, Heather Swan, Kathy DeFalco, Barbara Boswell, Shannon Dow, and of course this has been a citywide effort of everybody working together to make this happen. And I can tell you, none of us knew what an energy business was when we started this. And I can tell you there are 6 experts sitting in this room today that are the only 6 experts in the state who know how to do this. And I'm proud to say that. Thank you, guys.
In the next 12 months, the people that are what we call climate deniers are going to recognize that climate disruption is the biggest threat facing America today. And because of that, what's going to happen is more and more cities are going to want to be able to offer their citizens the ability to go to 100% renewable. We will be providing this service to other cities within 12 months. I don't have any doubt about that. And the citizens of Lancaster are going to reap the rewards of that. You know, one of the goals that the council has is that we actually reduce taxes by creating other avenues of revenue. And there's no reason in the world we shouldn't be able to do that. And this is the first huge step in that direction. And in the same breath, we will be doing a huge step towards literally saving the planet. Because 12 months, watch what happens. Climate disruption is going to be on the tip of almost everybody's tongue because it's gotten that bad. It's just gotten that bad. And there isn't going to be anybody who says it's not happening that anybody pays any attention to. And we, it's ironic, you know, that in one way it's too bad that we have to be, but we're going to be extremely proud of the fact that we led the nation in doing something that was actually going to make a difference. And I love you guys for that, and I can't tell you how proud of you I am.